Okay, guys, I'm finally back home on YouTube Live. Join me. Let's talk about these games. Lots of fantasy implications. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm finally back home on YouTube Live. Join me. Let's talk about these games. Lots of fantasy implications. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm finally back home on YouTube Live. Join me. Let's talk about these games. Lots of fantasy implications. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm finally back home on YouTube Live. Join me. What up? What's going on with the Bucks? I haven't even caught up yet. I know Godwin scored. Oh shit! You got your draft tonight? Oh shit! I already know who you're gonna get. You're gonna get Godwin for sure. You're gonna pick Godwin in the second round. I already know you. What's going on here? What up, Chris? How you doing, bruh? How you doing? We'll see what's going on with these games. What up, Plastic Man? Gonna see your boy Deontay Spence. See him in the game yet? No, not yet. Benny Snell, he sucks. He got -1 yard carry. Just kidding. I guess we're not gonna see Connor. Andre Ellington sucks. Can't believe he's even on the team. Let's see. Probably see our guy Bruce Anderson in the second half. I'm just waiting for the season to start. What you mean, bro? Season is started. It's preseason. That shit counts. I mean, it doesn't count in the official scoring, but it counts. Rojo has had nothing but positive yards on all his runs. Has he? Because I feel like he started off better. Like he had like 2 big runs, but let's see, he had 1 run for 8 yards, so that means he had 3 carries for 10 yards. So he only had like 1 kind of decent run. Barber looks like he's had the better game so far. But, I mean, it's only a couple carries, so it doesn't really matter. But Winston, bro, I think we got ourselves a good quarterback. Josh Allen, I'm a little concerned about Josh Allen because he needs to run to be effective. But either way, love Winston. Winston might end up being our starter, and we picked him after. But at the same time, these 4 touchdowns, it's kind of garbage. Might make Josh Allen more relevant, even if he won't be in other leagues. Man, I wish I could get why the Vikings starting all of their starters. I feel like they're not the only ones, though, have they? Are they? Looks like James Washington had a nice grab. AB is a clown, bro. He's not a clown. A clown, he's disturbed. Like, there's something wrong with that man. Like, Counselor is a clown. AB, there's something wrong with him, man. There's something really wrong with him, man. Let's see what they have the Vikings done. I'm telling you, substance. I don't know if it's. I said CTE. I mean, who knows? There's something there, though. Shit ain't natural to act like that. I don't know what Counselor's doing. Oh, Thielen. You see, y'all were worried about Thielen. He already got a touchdown. Yo, Thielen, people are sleeping on Thielen. And I'm not saying that just because he got a touchdown. I've been telling people that. I don't know why they're sleeping on Thielen. All he does is produce, but Bad move. I think Godwin's going to be that new Thielen, though. AB's very stick. Yeah. I say CTE. He got hit in the head too many times. And that's what happens, man. You give these kids AB. I know where he's from. He's from Miami. Like, he's from the gutter. You give these guys, I mean, when you raise in that type of environment, bro, it's like a zoo. Like, you're raised like it's not a good environment, bro. So imagine that. Giving somebody that's raised in a zoo, you give them this freedom, all this money, all this fame, and they don't know how to handle it. Make a rap about ABCTE. I don't know if I can make a rap about that. That's kind of really. Maybe I could make a bar about it. I just seen Godwin's touchdown. Love Godwin. Love Godwin. Guy's a beast. I've been preaching. Y'all know I've been preaching him blue to the face. I've told everybody who listens, I've gave y'all the game. Get Nick Chubb, get Juju, turn around, get Carrion and Aaron Jones or David Montgomery, whoever in the third round, then get Godwin in the fourth. I've said that till I'm blue in the face. Tevin Coleman in the fifth, or Cooper Kupp, or, yeah. Thielen completely disappeared last year, second half. No, he didn't, bro. You guys exaggerate. He had like two really bad games. One of them was against the Bears, who everybody struggled against, and one of them was against Detroit, who had a top 5 secondary. And they had, like, arguably, besides Chris Harris, like the best slot corner in Justin Coleman. So all that shit is not legit. I don't know. I haven't checked, honestly. I sold a lot the first 2 days, or the first day especially. And then the second day I sold. And then the last couple days I only sold like one. Nothing crazy. It's like I probably sold like I don't know, probably like 130 or something like that. Rojo looking good. I haven't seen him, bro. Wish I could tell you. I mean, his stats look okay. He looks like he had a decent run of 8 yards, and I think he caught a pass, but I don't know. Corey's login didn't work. Let me see if I could pull up a game on Yahoo or NFL.com or NFL app. So what is this? How much is the buy-in, Mr. Martinez? Gianfranco. What is the buy-in? How many people? Is it a 10 team? And Winston even looks faster. Looks like he's making better decisions. It's going to be interesting to see, man. I think the Bucks are one of the most interesting teams in the whole NFL. For definitely from a fantasy perspective. Bro, you make it seem like 100-yard games are like every day. Dude had 8 straight 100-yard games, and it wasn't even the second half of the season. It was like the last couple of games. Oh, he could have a strength. I mean, it's just the timing was bad. If you want to say that, sure, the timing was bad, but to give up on Thielen, that's not a wise move. I'm not giving up on Thielen like that. Outside of my favorite receivers, like my top 7, like OBJ, Juju, Adams, he's definitely that next tier, without a doubt. He's definitely better than Keenan Allen and T.Y. Hilton and A.J. Green and Amari Cooper and all. He's way better than all of those guys. He's the first receiver after the elite, and you could even throw him in that elite category if you really wanted to. Because, bro, you got to look at the body of work. It's already 3 straight years that Thielen has been really, really good. Like, it ain't some shit where he just got lucky. Like, Thielen's been good for 3 years. And Kirk Cousins loves him, and Kirk Cousins loves the slot. Cousins will be better, too. Cousins, low-key, had a good year last year. It's just that, considering, man, that line was horrible. Either them or Arizona. I don't know who had a worse line. The Bucks have all the pieces. I don't know about defense, maybe offensively, but not defense. And their running backs are just okay. Nothing to brag home about. Why is my fucking internet slow, dude? Well, you did say the Bucks, so maybe you meant Milwaukee Bucks because you spelled it that way. So yes, if we're talking about the Milwaukee Bucks, I agree. Who are you targeting? I do preach consistency, but he's been consistent. I mean, 8 straight 100-yard games, that's pretty consistent. Nobody is. When we're talking about receivers, outside of Devontae Adams, Hopkins, there's nobody. That's 2 receivers. So what? What happens when you don't get? I mean, it doesn't even make sense, Plastic. Juju, Adams, Hopkins, maybe Evans. That's it. As far as like every single game consistency. Next best is Adam Thielen. Even his worst games, he didn't kill it for you. He didn't get 0. He didn't get 6. I think he had 1 game of single digits. You guys y'all asking for a lot. Yeah, Michael Thomas. Yeah, but Michael Thomas is going a lot higher. Exactly. So you're further proving my point. Thielen was more consistent than Michael Thomas, and Michael Thomas went first round. Thielen goes third round. I'll take that all day. Well, not the way I construct my teams, but I have no problem with somebody taking Thielen. Thielen's one of the few wide receivers that could get you similar. Let me see, man. Y'all gonna make me bring up the stats now. Thielen is dope. I don't know why. It's crazy how many people are just totally off the Thielen bandwagon. Crazy. I thought he played worse too, and then I had looked it up, and I was like, he didn't even play that bad. Like outside of OBJ, Adams, y'all know the usual suspects. Dealing over Diggs. Now with that second half, well, then don't take him, then. I mean, I don't know what you. Hell yeah, Thielen over Diggs. Diggs is inconsistent. Y'all want to talk about inconsistent? I don't know who you plastic. You might not. Then your team's not gonna have any receivers then, because if you're not taking Thielen, who are you gonna take then? If you're going double running backs, then I mean, you better hope you get Godwin or Cooper Kupp or Tyler Boyd. That's because you don't talk about Adam enough for people to root for him. Adam Thielen? I love Adam Thielen, man. But where he's going in the third round, the way I construct my teams, I don't want him as my wide receiver one. I want an elite wide receiver one. So that's why I don't talk about him, because I still wouldn't take him. But it's not because I don't like him. It's just I have a certain way that I want to formulate my team, and unfortunately, he just doesn't fall in line. It's not because I don't love him. Yeah, he had like 8 straight. That's a record. Like, I don't know what the fuck more y'all want from this man. Like, seriously, bro. 8 straight. Y'all complaining about a guy that had 8 straight 100-yard games. Y'all fucking crazy. All right, here we go. He was 8th last year. 8th best wide receiver in the third round. Standard. Hold on. Damn, this is standard. Fuck. Oh, here we go. Thielen over Kupp. Yeah, he had 2 really bad games. He had the Miami game, and you're right, and that's what happened. It was in the playoffs, so that escalated it. But he had 2 games. Fuck, you want to hear about consistent? 2 games under 10 points. 2 games. 2 games under 10 points. They just came at the worst times. The 2 of them happened in the playoffs. So it wasn't even the second half. 2 games. I mean, the second half was lackluster, because a lot of them were like just over 10 points. But, I mean, so it's like 10, 10, 22, 11, 10. So it's still, I mean, it's not great. But he had 2 games under 10 points. Check my DM. Here we go. Yeah, Zeke, I don't know. I mean, if you could get him, depends. If you could get him at a discount. Yeah, it's plastic. I have that in front of me. And that's depends on the scoring system, because I'm looking at a different scoring system than you. Those are standard. That's not PPR plastic. I'm just saying, plastic. What the hell do you want? It's not inconsistent. He slowed down in the second half of the year after fucking ripping it the first half, because they went with a more run-oriented offense, and they should have, since their line sucks and Cook came back and they had a new offensive coordinator. So yeah, they threw the ball less. But I'm not. I mean, whatever. I'm not. I'm not staying away from him. Oh, especially if he drops to the fourth round. Oh God, such a steal. I don't think he's gonna drop that low, but I hope people are down on him. I'll take him. I just can't take him in the third unless, I mean, unless Carry On and Montgomery and like I would take Thielen over Josh Jacobs. I would take Thielen over Fournette. I would take Thielen over Devontae Freeman, Derrick Henry. Who else is going in the third round? Amari Cooper, T.Y. Hilton, Keenan Allen, I mentioned already. Well, we're looking at different things, Plastic. You're looking at standard. I don't play standard. Because look, I'm looking at something totally different. Look, bro. Oh, yeah, it's a glare. Fuck. All right. See, there ain't no damn. He had 2 games, single digits. Miami and the Bears, 2.9 and 5.2. Yes, he did bomb those games. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Yahoo scoring, PPR. What's up, Tony? All right, I'm done talking about Thielen. Y'all, I mean, you don't want him, you don't want him, but I don't get how you're going to. I mean, I don't. Again, unless it's OBJ, Juju, Adams, Evans, give me Thielen. Oh, this guy Dobbs is fast. Holy shit. Just broke a big one. What up, Sebs? Only for you, fantasy rapper. Who the fuck is this? Chilling, bro. Just got done with audition. That's why I was a little late. Trying to watch some games here. It's not working. Are you satisfied if Adams and Montgomery are your first and second round pick? Yeah. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Browns, bro. Browns are going to be a problem, dude. Like, people just expect, like, I've been saying it. The Browns have the best talent ever assembled as far as, like, talent. You know what I'm saying? Paper. And Baker Mayfield is just so mature beyond his years that that's the one reason I believe that they have a chance, because I don't think he's super mature, man. And that was his knock. People thought maybe he might be like Johnny Manziel. Y'all remember that? Everybody was worried about his maturity, you know, and he's so mature and such a leader. You can't discount those qualities because the players respect him. And he ain't scared. Like Duke Johnson, he's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. Steelers defensive play calling is trash and is driving. Yeah, Steelers. I don't know. Steelers are. I feel like their play calling has always been kind of trashy. It's like Antonio Brown, Juju, Antonio Brown, James Conner, Juju, like, and they like force it, and then at the end, Mike Tomlin always fucks it up by going for it. Mike Tomlin is so overrated. He sucks. Who are you taking at 4 if not Zeke? 4 is like the worst spot. I do not want 4. Because I mean if Zeke is I would take Chubb or Adams, to be honest with you. Like, why not? Why Chubb's got that backfield to himself at least for 10 weeks, 9 weeks minimum. Conk comes back. He'll take 30% of the work. That's fine. I mean, outside of the big 3, unless Zeke signs, why not Chubb? Uh, I would take Chubb over DJ and Mixon. So it's just a matter of what do you want? Do you want a running back? What's going to be harder for you to get? If you pick 4, see, this is the thing you guys got to look at. Look ahead. So if you pick 4, that means you're picking at the end of the second. Are you more likely to find a top running back at the end of the second or a top receiver? That's what you need to ask yourself. So whichever one you're less likely to find, you need to pick that in the first round. No. Why would you have to take Chubb? I mean, why would you take Hunt? Unless you're in a super deep league. Even Smitty admitted, Smitty's the one that's been pumping that Hunt and Chubb together is an RB. Even Smitty admitted that that's if you have like a deeper bench. You can't have 5 to 7 bench spots and waste it on Kareem Hunt for 10 weeks. At some point, you're going to have to drop him because there's buys. You know what I'm saying? That's impossible in a regular bench. So I don't know. I think Smitty needs to clarify some of these statements that he makes because they're blank statements. And I asked him on my live. I was like, bro, so you mean if there's 6 or 7? He's like, no. I'm talking about I play deeper leagues and stuff like that. So he needs to clarify that. I feel like he's playing both sides of the fence on that. Because there's no way. It's just humanly impossible to hold a player that's not going to play 10 weeks. How? Explain that to me. So then you'd be wasting a draft pick. And in the 7th round, like, I just don't get, like, how are you going to – that's the part that doesn't make sense to me. How are you going to draft Nick Chubb with Kareem Hunt if you have to pick Kareem Hunt in the 7th round? Which means if you really want him, you got to pick him in the 6th to make sure. So why would you pick – I don't understand that logic. A player that's gone 10 weeks, you're drafting a player to play 3 weeks. You don't need Hunt with Chubb. You don't. Jalen Samuels looking good. You think Chubb will lead? I thought you were talking about Jalen Samuels. I'm like, whoa, wait, what? What the fuck are we talking about here? I don't know if Chubb will. Yeah, I think he'll lead the league in rushing touchdowns for sure. And rushing yards, I mean, yeah, I think he could lead the league in rushing yards too, to be honest, because it's either him or Zeke. You're talking about, you guys are confusing me. Every time who touches the ball is Chunks. You're talking about Chubb or you're talking about Jalen Samuels? You know it's preseason when Blaine Gabbert is looking good, at least from a statistical. Oh, yeah, damn. Well, Jalen Samuels had 1 run for 22 yards and 1 run for -1. So then he had a catch for 9 yards. So yeah, let's not overreact. This is the Bucks, guys. Let's not get crazy. It's preseason. But whoever ends up being the running back in that offense, Benny Snell had a catch. That's kind of encouraging because he's not known as a pass catcher. Has 2 targets, 1 catch, 5. That's interesting. Wish I could see this damn shit. Chubb, man. I mean, it's a little bit of a reach from. Remember, but what is a reach? Like, a reach is such a psychological thing. It's only a reach if you're comparing it to, you know what I'm saying, the general consensus, the consensus. But I mean, who else would you rather have than Chubb? If you know, I mean, if you want to make a case for Devontae Adams or Hopkins, I got no problem with that. Yep, that's the Arizona Andre Ellington, the one that fucking gets injured on every play. Is that Washington with a touchdown? He must have heard what I said about him. I was like, yo, Washington is done. He sucks. It's looking good tonight, though. DJ, I wouldn't take DJ. I would never take DJ over Chubb. Here's a trick, guys. Who's done it more recently? Let's be honest. DJ has not been relevant in 2 years. He's also 27. There is not one running back that finished in the top 15 last year over the age of 26. Food for thought. Yeah, I just saw it now. I'm watching on my phone. That was a nice throw. Oh shit! Oh yeah, Rudolph is that rookie that everybody thought he was going to be the next Roethlisberger. Is that Rudolph? He was a rookie last year. I think that's him. Everybody was high on him. Yeah, Rudolph. Oh, wonder if he pans out. I feel like they do that every year. It's like this is going to be Brady's successor. This is going to be Ben's successor, and they all end up sucking. Same thing with Eli. They drafted so many quarterbacks. They all suck. Out of Oklahoma State with Washington. They played together is what you're telling me? That's interesting. Samuels did something again? Darius Geis didn't play yesterday, right? I'm pretty sure he didn't because I would have heard something about that. What did Samuels do? Undefeated. That's tough, bro. There's some good teams, man. Some good teams. I think Smitty's got a good team, man. Smitty's got a three-headed monster. He's got Cook, Kamara, and then Henderson, Damian Harris, or Jalen Samuels, or Duke Johnson. Smitty's got a hard team though. At first, I was like, man, but he's got the way I like to form my teams. He's got 6 running backs. He's got Cook, Kamara, Henderson, Duke Johnson, Damian Harris, and Jalen Samuels. He's got 6 stud running backs. He doesn't have shit for receivers, but with those fucking running backs, bro, that'll keep you in a lot of games. So I'm a little worried about Smitty, a little worried about analysts, but he's got to have more things go right for him. But other than that, I think that's I think that's basically it. Me and Smitty played first game of the year too. That's going to be interesting. First game of the year is going to be the hardest one. And then I play Counselor towards the end of the year. Playoff implications. Love it. That's not a bad team, Tony. You just got to cuff Connor. Oh, nice. I would get Benny Snell too if you could, just to fucking make sure you got that whole Pittsburgh backfield. Nothing could go wrong. Why is my internet so slow? Oh, the Wi-Fi's off. Duh. Evans, Galladay, Lockett, and Pettis, not bad. Snell looks kind of slow. I mean, he is kind of slow. DJ was not RB9 last year, wasn't he? Yeah. That's what I think he'll be this year, too. 8 or 9. I feel comfortable for now. Never use that word. Comfortable is not your friend in life, in fantasy. But you do have a good start to a team. I will say that. And I wouldn't be looking to go crazy on trades. A lot of you guys, this is the stuff that drives me nuts. Like, it's so hard to get a good team. And a lot of you guys, I think it's the younger guys. I think they're playing in like some Pee-wee leagues because they want to be trading away their best players. I'm like, bro. Yeah, I'm hoping Hooper does too. I think he will, though. Having my dynasty, I have him and Goder. That's a nice little tandem at tight end to have for dynasty. I don't mind. That team is lit. My dynasty team. I got fucking Kyler Murray in the 8th round of my dynasty league. I got N'Keal Harry in the 5th. I got Jacoby Myers on that team. I got Ridley, Juju, Kerryon, Montgomery, Ty Johnson, and backup Montgomery. Team's so lit. Coleman. And they were shitting on my team. They're going to find out. You doing a start sit podcast before games during the season? Yeah, for sure. I don't know if it's a pod. I'm doing something for start sits, of course. I just don't know what the format's going to be. Yeah, I don't trade. I don't like trading. I'm actually a bad trader. I'm like probably 50-50 on my trades. Won like half, lost like half. Some of them were like, man. Although last year I traded Sony Michel for Devontae Adams, so that was a good deal, obviously. That was a very good deal. But it doesn't always work that way. I don't know. To me, it's like almost like bad luck. I don't know. I don't like trading. I really don't. I just feel like I'm good at finding players, so I feel like I'd rather just find it and get them for free than give up one of my players. Because if I have a player on my team, I like the player. Like, I don't want to give them up. Like, a lot of teams that want trades because they don't like their players. I like my players. Oh, really? I do like teams that trade a lot, though. It does make it interesting. Like, I hate being in leagues that they don't trade at all. That's kind of boring, too. So I think there should be, like, a good mix. There's some people that trade, like, compulsively. I've never been that guy. I've gone years. One of the years I won, I didn't make one trade. And I kept getting people wanting to trade. They're like, bro, you got 4 stud running backs. Because I had Gurley. This was 2 years ago. I had Gurley, Kamara, Leonard Fournette, and Jordan Howard 2 years ago, when he was still decent. So I have 4 stud running backs, and everybody kept trying to get one of them for me. But I knew if I got rid of one, then I'd just be making another team better. And I was like, I'd rather have that extra one in case one of mine gets injured. I think Fournette did end up getting injured. And then to give somebody, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's better, even if you're stacked at a position, just keep them instead of making another team better. It's called prevent defense. I got a chapter on that in my book. I rather prevent the other team, even if the player's on my bench, even if he could start for the rest of the league. I'd rather keep him away than have him come back to hurt me. I have confidence in my player analysts, Huh? No, I don't. What are you talking about? Oh boy. It's gonna be so bad for Counselor when somebody's predictions that he's claiming too early. Like he's like saying, I told you so on AB, I told you so on Damian Williams. The games haven't started yet. Yeah, I would go. Boyd is I think is more of a safe thing. I love Cooper Kupp though. It's tough, man. But Boyd, I just think he's gonna eat. There's just nothing. There's nobody to compete with. Not Green. They got a bad defense. Boyd is just gonna eat and eat like a fucking all-you-can-eat buffet. In a draft, Kyler or Josh Allen as my back. Oh, Kyler for sure. I bet you're a hard sell on. Oh yeah, because I don't. Are Mike? You're not in the chat, right? You're not in the private Facebook group. I was mentioning this, like, and I mentioned this in the book. Like, there's literally, and if people sound I'm crazy, check this out though. This is a good little lesson here. Saw a stat the other day said 50 out of the top 100 players either bust or get injured, right? Because I've always been really picky about the players. You guys notice I only mention like 5 or 10 players every time. Think about it. Think about all the times you guys talk to me. Who do I mention? Chubb, Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Kerryon Johnson, Juju, Adams, Godwin, Kupp, Boyd, Coleman. That's it. Those are like all the players I mentioned. I just named all the players I mentioned all the fucking time. Do you ever hear me mention that many other players? I'll mention Henderson here and there. I'll mention MVS or Kiki Kuti. I mentioned Austin Hooper a lot. I mentioned Dante Pettis. But it's not a lot of players. It's less than 20. So the reason for that, so if half the top 100 players bust or get injured, that leaves 50 players, right? So you guys starting to see why I'm so selective? Think about all the players that busted last year. Larry Fitzgerald, Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson, Marvin Jones, Doug Baldwin, Delaney Walker, Jimmy Graham. Like all these players bust. So you think all these players that people are hyping up now, the Tyler Lockett's, the Amari Coopers, you know what I'm saying? They're going to bust. So I try to predict ahead of time who's going to bust. And that's why numbers guys, they can't fuck with me. And I'm not saying that to be conceited. I'm saying that because they don't think that way. Their brain is different. Their brain could only function based on what it sees and hard code data. So they could only go on the past. And it's frustrating for them because that's the way they work. I know too many people. I know too many engineers. I know too many math people. If they don't see hard data, they cannot commit. So that's why these guys are slow on Montgomery, on this, on that, because they don't have no data on these guys. They're rookies. It's true. Numbers guys can only go on data. Yeah, I don't know if trading has ever won me a championship. I can't think of one championship where I had like a championship trade. I remember one time I traded OBJ for who was it? Some Chiefs running back, and then he got injured like the week later. This was way back when. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. I remember I had Travis Kelce that year. I had this most lit team. Did I win that year? Oh no, I lost to the champion. That was. I would have had the most gangster team. This was when Brandon Marshall. This was like 4 years ago. Brandon Marshall. Yeah, this was 2015. So I had OBJ when he was lit. Brandon Marshall on the Jets when he had his best year ever. My running backs were Gurley. Travis Kelce when he broke out. My quarterback was Russell Wilson, and I dropped him. I was like, fuck it, he's slow, got a slow start, and that's what fucked me at the end. And I lost to the team that had Russell Wilson. That team was lit too. He had like Demaryius Thomas. When Demaryius Thomas had a really good year, he has so many people. I forget, but yeah, man. It's my birthday tomorrow and having a cookout. What do y'all think I should season chicken with? Ooh, bro, did you know I'm a fucking certified cook? Marinate with beer and salt. That's a good option. Or if you want some Latin spices, get something called adobo. Guarantee you'll thank me for it later. Adobo is like garlic, onion powder, black powder, oregano, all mixed. Spanish seasoning. Adobo. Do that shit. Put some barbecue sauce. Trust me. Sazon, yeah. I like adobo. Sazon is the orange, though. It turns the food orange, and I wouldn't do that on the grill. I mean, you could. Sazon's good on anything anyway, so. Yo, that Thielen catch was sick, bro. Did you guys see this shit? Holy fuck. Y'all really sleeping on Thielen. That dude catches everything, dude. That's why Thielen's talented as fuck. He's just not athletic, but that dude catches everything. And his separation is sick as fuck. Tiger Salt, it's a southern thing. I mean, y'all southerners know barbecue, so, you know. All in the fourth round, that's beautiful. 10 team or 12? Oh, 10 team. Still good value, especially if it's in the fourth. I gotta ask Smitty what he thinks about Damian Williams. Smitty was super high on Damian Williams. Gotta ask him if he's still that high on him. He was really high on him. I traded Lamar Miller and Foreman for Kamara in his rookie year, a week before Peterson got traded. That's brilliant. Super brilliant. Love when that happens. Oh, shit. Hold up, guys. It's hot as fuck. I gotta turn the air down. Oh, man. Alrighty then. Bob, it's the 14th round. QT is there. Should I take him? Absolutely. 14th round? Are you kidding me? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Who could be this year's Kamara? Henderson. Similar. I mean, as far as who's going to be the best rookie, Montgomery, but I think Kamara is kind of like in that mold. Did you see my post, the Henderson rap that I did? There's a quote that sums it all up, why I'm so high on him. What up, Leroy? Welcome back, buddy. Wide receiver Washington from Steelers balling. He is balling. I don't think he'll be consistent. Steelers got a lot of receivers, man. They got him. They got Ryan Shizer. They got Deontay Thompson. They got Moncrief. So it's going to be hard to find a consistent, receiver outside of Juju on that team. Let's see. Did anybody make some pickups? This dynasty league that I'm in, they're so active. They pick up players every day. This shit's crazy. I thought I was bad because I am bad. I'm compulsive as fuck, but these motherfuckers are just as bad as me. Trying to trade for a wide receiver, but they giving up trash. Wide receivers are not important, Leroy. You could play the matchups and be fine. The only position you need to trade for is a running back. That's how you win. Too many people worry about receivers. Receivers, you play the matchups, bro. Seriously. There's like 3 or 4 receivers that are actually consistent like running backs. Juju, Hopkins, Adams, and probably OBJ this year. Julio was last year, but I don't trust that foot. Tyreek was pretty consistent last year, but that's it, man. Not even Michael Thomas was consistent. Mike Evans was. So it's like 6 or 7. Don't worry about it. When is your website coming out? My guy said today, tomorrow, one more day, but I don't think it'll probably be at least Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, because that's what's holding me up on the draft kit because I don't want to work twice. Because to do 250 players or 300 and do every position, I rather do it in the website because then I could drag and drop. I can move players around. So I'll export the list over from ESPN and then I'll do it like that. But if I had to do the same thing and I had to like type each person, like that shit would take forever. Red zone wide receivers early, and I'll get running backs early and often. Red zone wide receivers, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much that's gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's one of those things that are tough to predict. I like targets. You know what I'm saying? Red zone. I mean, how many touchdowns are you gonna get a year? 10 if you're lucky. That's kind of hard to predict. Yeah, Juju's lit. See, you could count on targets because if you look at a quarterback's completion percentage and then you look at the targets, so if you figure a good receiver will catch 70% of his targets, if he's getting 10 targets a game, he's getting 7 receptions a game. You know what I'm saying? But if your receiver is getting 6 targets a game and he has to rely on long ball like a Will Fuller, then that's boom or bust. So I rather look at targets. What defense is good? I don't draft a defense ever. But I like Detroit this year. Browns would be my first defense, but I don't draft a defense. I explained that in my book why. Because you're giving up that roster spot to a running back or to why can't I talk? You're foregoing a running back in order for a defense when that's unpredictable. Kickers in defense, you can't predict that shit. But let's say you forego a guy like Dexter Williams, the backup running back to Green Bay, or Bruce Anderson, or what's a handcuff? Brian, some just some dart. But if Devontae Freeman gets hurt and you got Brian Hill, then you already got the number one waiver on your roster, and you already have like you could drop somebody else. But if you have a defense there, then somebody else could pick up a really solid running back because backup running backs are so important. They're so valuable because if the starter goes down and they're in a good system, we saw that last year with Jamal Williams, Elijah McGuire, Jalen Samuels, and Damian Williams. So why would you waste that on a defense where you could just stream a defense? And I recommend streaming a defense. Whatever defense is at home is a good start, and whatever defense is playing a shitty offense, you know? Whoever's playing Miami Dolphins might be a good defense to start. So that's my whole thing about kickers and defense. You're pretty sure the Vikings are going to use Madison in the goal line? I don't know. I mean, Cook is pretty good. The Bills, I don't know if the Bills, I think the Bills will be a better real life defense. I don't know if they're going to be a good fantasy defense. We'll see. Depends if that kid Oliver, whatever his name is, who I heard he's not really up to par yet, becomes because they don't have a pass rush. Those have very good secondary, but that doesn't score points. But then again, you can't score points in them. So I mean, I think they'll be okay. They have potential, but I don't like them more than Detroit or the Browns or San Francisco or probably even Green Bay. 4 snaps, 2 receptions. Yeah, he's a beast. I want to see Madison's touchdown. Let's check to see what's going on in the Twitter world. Oh, he caught a pass. That was Alexander. I like Madison, man. I think he's the number one handcuff. Either him or Damian Harris are my number one handcuffs, and Justice Hill as well. Really like those guys. Trust Evans as a wide receiver one. Yeah, I kind of like Godwin more though. It's weird. Like I definitely like Godwin's value more. Um, I'm almost, and call it a gut thing. I'm almost inclined to pass up on Evans and probably go with another running back, and then try to just get like if I could get a combination of like Godwin and Boyd, Godwin and Cooper, Godwin and Ridley, or any two of those receivers, I think they'll make up for my anchor because I usually like getting like an anchor, like a top receiver. But I think I would forego Evans for another running back, depending. I always read the board. I would definitely get Montgomery over Evans, Chubb, Cook, probably. Um, so it really depends because I really do like Mike Evans though. ESPN has Chubb ranked 34 overall. What a fucking joke, bro. That's why it's frustrating. Like I don't let it get to me. Like Counselor, you could tell really gets to him that these guys are so bad on ESPN, but it's TV, bro. Three-headed monsters. Where is that? Leroy, did you read my book? But yeah, three-headed monster is where it's at because if you could get, 20 points consistently from three different positions, it's a game changer, man. The rest of your lineup doesn't have to do much. That's what's up. What's your what's your Instagram handle? I don't I don't think it's Leroy. Leroy 0. Oh, how come I don't remember seeing you that much? Three-headed monster, even in a league. Yeah, that's all I play is a league with 3 wide receivers. You don't need. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Chris, you need to read my book too because I explain why in more detail, but receivers are inconsistent. Why are you going to focus on receivers? You can always find receivers with good matchups or just find high targeted, high floor receivers. You could find that later in the draft. You don't have to waste your high picks on that. Receivers are good to take in the middle rounds because there's no good running backs in the middle rounds. All of them are taken really early or really late because that's where you get the handcuffs. So in the middle, you could use that. Use the middle rounds for receivers, but you don't have to focus on receivers. You could just get good receivers that are consistent, and then what was I gonna say? And then just find receivers. You only need like 2 good receivers, and you could get them in like the 4th or 5th round, or if you pick one first, then get one later in the round. But you don't win with receivers. When you do your kit, are you going to do return yard players? I don't know about all that. I mean, because how many return yard players are there? What, Tyler Lockett comes to mind? I mean, who else? Who else does returns like that? Well, one guy you guys should be on the lookout for. When do the Niners play? They play tomorrow? Be on the lookout for Trent Taylor. That's why Kittle is going to be the biggest bust. I feel sorry for people that take Kittle at his current draft. Look who the Niners have. They love throwing to the running back, and they have 3. They have Dante Pettis, who everybody's bragging about. They have Deebo Samuels, their 2nd-round pick. They have Jalen Hurd, who I heard they're using as a secret weapon. They still have Bourne. I don't know if he makes the team, but they still have Marquise Goodwin. Don't know if he makes the team, but sure. And then they have Trent Taylor. Everybody's been talking about Trent Taylor. So everybody's saying he's going to catch between 80 and 100 balls, like several people saying that's Jimmy G's favorite receiver. So how is Kittle going to end up with 1,300 yards if I just named you like 7 receivers? This is not last year's Niners under Nick Mullins and no Dante Pettis, no Marquise Goodwin, no Tevin Coleman, no Breida for most of the season or he was hurt. No McKinnon, no Jalen Hurd, no Deebo Samuels. Like, they literally have 7 new receivers and Kittle's worth for 3rd-round pick? Really? Really? No. Big bust. Big, huge bust. You know why? That really fucks you too, because getting a tight end that early, you guys got to think of it like this. There's very few teams that have a good tight end. Like, if you don't have a good tight end, well, welcome to the club. Half your league won't have a good tight end either, so it doesn't hurt you. But guess what? If you pick George Kittle, you pick George Kittle, and you pass up on Kerryon Johnson, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, even Damian Williams, Jacobs, all these potential top RB1s. Well, guess what? Something happens to Kittle or he's a bust. Now you lose 2 things. You lose your stud because you decided to use it on a tight end and he's not a stud. And then you lose a running back. So you're kind of losing 2. Because now whatever happens, your running back depth is hurt because of it. You got what I'm saying? You only have 3 rounds to get stud running backs, the first, the second, and the third. After that, it's like it falls off a cliff. It goes from David Montgomery to Derrick Henry. And newsflash, there's a big fucking difference, contrary to what people believe, that there's a big difference. Aaron Jones and Derrick Henry is a big difference. Kerryon Johnson, Derrick Henry is a big difference. Big difference. Devontae Freeman, big difference. Kettle, you boiling some tea, Leroy? Kettle. Kittle is a good TE, but Niners had nothing on. Yeah, exactly, bro. He is good. But is he really that much better than Hunter Henry? I beg to differ. I think Hunter Henry could be better flat out. But Hunter Henry's going 3 to 4 rounds later. No, more, bro. Hunter Henry's going in the 6th, 3 or 4 rounds later. Like, Kittle is really – you got faith in Kittle like that? Where you're willing to take him 3 or 4 rounds? Nah, bro. That's a bad mistake. Bad mistake. Very, very bad. Yeah, you could wait on tight end. I agree. Are you looking forward to telling people you helped win their league? Glad you like that chapter. He wouldn't do this if he wasn't. Listen, guys, I'm competitive. I'm competitive in my fantasy league. I'm competitive in life. I always want to be the best. And so, yeah, in answer to your question, of course, I'm looking forward to, because you got to understand, like, how do you think I'm able to talk about this so effortlessly? I don't have a notepad in front of me. I don't have notes. There's so much hard. That's what you guys don't realize. Like, somebody got mad at me today because I didn't answer the DMs. I said it on my stories. I'm not answering DMs. Guys, I worked 2 years straight. I answered every single DM, every single day, all day, answering DMs. Like, this is not a hobby for me. Like, this is my life. All I do all day is look at highlights, look up stats, look at depth charts, look at breaking news. Like it's a full-time job, dude. Like, people go to work 9 to 5. I go to work. I get up every morning at 6. I don't go to bed till 12 a.m. I'm doing fantasy all day. So this kid got mad at me because I asked for, like, it's my time. Like, more than anything, like, you're buying somebody's experience. First of all, I've been playing 20 years. Okay, nobody else has been playing 20 years. 1997. So I've seen it all. I've done it all. I've done all the mistakes, so you guys don't have to do it. Plus all the work that I'm currently doing. Plus, guys, I do this all by myself. Like, I write the raps. I record them. I video edit. I do like it's a lot, dude. So yeah, of course, like it would feel good that all my hard work and I'm able to say, look, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I am excited. And it's a great feeling. Like I just remember last December getting all these DMs from all these people that are like, bro, I love you. You won my league, da da da. So of course it feels good. You want to compete? Yeah, go for it, bro. If you really feel it in your heart, dude, go for it, dude. Just find your own lane. Like my lane, I think, I'm different from everybody. There's so many people doing the same thing, but I think, you know, just be you. Don't try to copy anybody, man. Because that's the other thing. Like I feel like all these fantasy pages are so boring. That's why I like the counselor. Because yeah, say what you want about the counselor. He's full of shit, but he's entertaining. At least it's different. Like some of these pages are just so boring. They do the same. Like I can't tell you how many David Montgomery highlight. Like my whole feed was the same David Montgomery highlight video. It's like, guys, come on. So boring. You guys feel that way or no? And it's crazy because a lot of these pages, like, I feel like if I had the graphics that these guys have, because let's face it, you guys do not follow me for my graphics because my graphics suck. So I feel like a lot of these pages, like, they have good presentation. They have really good graphics and it looks all pretty and they have ridiculous followers, but their content, if you read what they're saying, it's like they just make it sound good because they throw a bunch of numbers at you. So it's like, oh shit, that sounds so convincing. Whatever. And I don't hate. It's not coming from a place of hate, but I think a lot of people are ignorant in fantasy football and they're easily swayed by a couple of pretty pictures and some numbers. And then, and they still don't know better because these pages, as they're very average, but they're still better than ESPN because ESPN is just horrible. Like you just said, you have Chubb as the 34th ranked running back. Like why? Like what's the point of having a page for advice where you have something like that? Doesn't even make sense. 34? That's good, man. Just do you, bro. Do you? It's a grind, bro. You gotta literally dedicate your life to this because there's people like me that are dedicating their life to this and they're doing this 24/7. There's people like Smitty, there's people like the counselor, and a lot of other pages, expert, analysts. I mean, all these guys are on it, bro. So, if you really want to do it. But I want to make this my income. Like I don't want to just have a cool page and get a lot of followers and I want this to be like this is my thing. I want to live off this. Right now it's really hard. Because all these people that are how much money you guys think I've made off my book that I sold for 99 cents, off a draft kit for $20? How much you guys think I made? I haven't even made $500. Yeah. So everybody thinks that like, oh, he's trying to get money. Like my total dedication, my years of experience, my breakdowns, my knowledge, my gift, and I haven't even made $500 total. So whatever. I haven't seen a fantasy advisor do videos about the players the way you do. Thank you, Leroy. I appreciate that. I try to be different. I don't do shit for entertainment value. Like I want to be entertaining, but I want to be entertaining in an informative way. Like I don't want to be entertaining just to entertain, but then I don't want to be like informative and be boring. So I'm trying to find that line where it's like entertaining, engaging, and informative. I like watching the counselor drool and spout about nonsense, but I love it. Yeah, he's funny, bro. He's funny. It's just he's calling everything. He's got everything right. The funny thing is me and Counselor are I keep telling people we're very similar. Like he's really picky about players too. He just likes different players than I do. We like some of the same. I mean, we both like Montgomery. I'm just not as big on DJ and Henry as him, or Vance McDonald or Sterling Shepard or guys like that. But we're both very selective. He thinks like everybody sucks, but then he thinks sucky players are good, which I don't know. At least my players, like, you can't say any of the players, like some of the players like MVS, like Dante Pettis, you could say they're unproven, right? But you can't say they suck. It's different. Like, Counselor literally likes players that suck. Like Vance McDonald, like compared to like where he's picking him and compared to where he's going and, you know, all that, and Sterling Shepard, like those players have been known to be pretty sucky. You can't say Dante Pettis or whatever. You could say they might bust. You could say you're concerned, they're unproven, but you can't say they suck yet because we don't know. A lot of Counselor's players are pretty, where they're being chosen and how high he is on them, they kind of suck. Man, if people would just read your book, almost all the questions would be answered literally. Yeah, that's why I wrote it. Like, I'm going to just keep adding to it. Every year come out with a new edition and adjust and things like that. But you're so right. Like, if you read my book, you'll see that everything I say is consistent. What up, Jay? How are you? Yeah, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen, Chris. Oh, boy. If he wins the throne, anybody but him. I really want to win the throne. I really hope that Justin Jackson move doesn't hurt us. For those that don't know, I dropped Justin Jackson and Tony Pollard. Not my finest hour for sure. But who knows, man? I'm still not sold that Ty Johnson and Brian Hill might end up being better than the goals, and whoever I get in the future. There's still a lot of players out there that could break out. Dexter Williams, Jacoby Myers is out there. Shit, I might have to get Jacoby Myers. I don't know yet. Eckler or Jackson. I like Jackson. His value. Value-wise, I don't know. If it was straight up, I'd have to go Eckler. But value-wise, depending how far apart, I like Jackson. I think Jackson's a better runner. I think Austin Eckler is a better pass catcher. But I think Justin Jackson's underrated pass catcher as well. I just hope Melvin Gordon signs back. Not because I want him, but so I don't have to feel as bad about the Jackson move. Ugh. Yeah, he just wants to say he called it. But a lot of people are doing that. Like, I guess I did it kind of a little bit. I don't really think I did it all that much. I mean, I did in Chubb, but I was called. I mean, I literally, that's all I talk about is Nick Chubb. But like, I'm not like, you know, some of these people are like, I told you. I'm not like, I told you. I'm like, look, there's a reason I'm on Nick Chubb, but he already did it. Like, to claim somebody like David Montgomery, and I mean, I've been high on him, but I mean, he still hasn't done it. Like it's like premature. Same thing with like Damian Williams. Like, hold up. Andy Reid said a running back by committee, but like, I mean, it's not my fault these people thought that Damian Williams was all of a sudden going to be a workhorse, because I damn sure didn't. But let's see it play out. Same thing with AB. Like, yeah, he's been a prima donna, but he could still start week 1 and everything is fine. Like, it's so premature to start calling things. Like, guys, let's relax. Best ability is availability. Absolutely. I need to trademark some of these. I need to trademark some of these. Age before beauty, best ability is availability, talent over everything. I got a lot of little catchphrases. I need to start trademarking this shit. I should put that on my website. I should show you all a picture of my website. Let's see if I can get it. It's pretty lit. I like it. My website's, oh, I got exciting news for you guys. And you see, like, I'm not trying to, like, that's what you guys fail to realize. I'm not trying to get rich off you guys. Like, literally $20, you could deposit 10 in Draft app and deposit and buy my book for 10, and that's 20. And you get my book, you get the Followers League, a chance at Mahomes, the private Facebook group, the draft kit. And look what I'm doing for free. I'm gonna have this year. I'm so excited about this, guys. I'm gonna have weekly rankings, and I'm not charging anybody for that, but it's gonna be a big help. That's a big deal. Like, you could go to my site instead of ESPN shitty rankings and see my weekly rankings every single week. I'm so excited about that. I'm so proud of that. It's more work on me, but that's free. Can't beat that shit. Knowing top players, like, I'm gonna do a lot of cool shit with my website. I just gotta make money. That's what I'm saying. Like I need money so I could put back into business. So the more money I get, the more I could do, because I'm doing literally, I have no help, guys. This is all me, like all of it. Like, I'm doing the job of 10 people right now. Like, most people have like a graphic, like, a graphic designer, a video editor, a videographer. I'm taking my own videos, I'm cutting them up, I'm ripping the music and rapping it and writing it and recording it, and then I gotta, what I'm saying, then I gotta look at, like, it's a lot. If I could get a little money just to hire like a virtual assistant so they could take care of my content stuff, that would go a long way. What kind of computer do you have? I got a MacBook Pro. By just answering questions, you're helping. There's some that don't even answer them. Just be clicking the link in my bio. Just be clicking the link. What do you mean, just be clicking the link in my bio? Hold on, I'm gonna get some water. Oh shit. Oh. I want to see. I forgot. I want to see Ty Johnson's. I want to see how he looked. Not bad. I like the way he was able to cut. Yeah, I think Ty Johnson. Yeah, I really like the way this kid looks. Yo, Ty Johnson. And the fact that they didn't play him much, they only gave him 3 carries. That means that's the thing, guys. A lot of times, if you don't play a lot in preseason, it's not that the team doesn't like you. It's that the team likes you a lot, and they don't need to showcase you to all the other teams. If you're a carry-on owner, make sure you get Ty Johnson. Y'all drank? I haven't drank this year. Have y'all read the book, guys that are in the chat? Yeah, have you guys read the book? I don't think Tony or Chris have. I don't know who's still in here. That's weird that I can't see who's here. Yeah, I really like Ty Johnson. Really, really like him. People sleeping on this book, man. I appreciate that, Leroy. Thank you for the endorsement, bro. I'm gonna do something too for you guys. For anybody that leaves me a review on Amazon, I'm gonna give you guys a my cheat sheet for DFS for you guys that do daily fantasy. All you got to do is leave a review. Nothing crazy, just like a sentence or two, what you like about the book, and yep, that's it. The one for 99 cents. No, I only got one book. It was 99 cents for the first day or 2 days, and then now it's $9.99. But that goes towards the draft kit, so it's worth it. Worth it either way. Yeah. Yeah, it's good, man. I'm not even saying. I mean, there's some grammar. Somebody, you guys have brought it to my attention, but I took so long on the book. I felt forced. Like it was either now or never. Like that's what I'm saying. I didn't even have money for an editor. Like you guys, y'all want to hear? Y'all want to know how much I made off this book? Hold on. Let me see if I can. I'll tell you. Where the fuck is this shit? Can you see me when I leave like that? I don't know. Book was great. I'm glad you liked it, Bird. I know Bird, if he says it's great, Bird's been on every freaking live. Bird's been riding with me for a minute. So those are going to be the hardest ones to please. Bird, Plastic. So y'all know your shit. Fuck grammar. Yeah, I had to, bro. It was like, is either that or when was I going to release it? When fucking you guys are done with your drafts, then it would have been, you know what I'm saying? So I got an editor working on it, and yeah. So I'll probably see if I could re-release it. I think there's some rules. Like I think you can do an updated edition, but there are some rules. There's a time length, so I gotta see, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it was legible, you know, right? You guys understood it at least. It's not easy. Fucking editing and proofreading a book. I proofread it like a couple times, but then every time I proofread it, it's like I kept adding more and changing things, and then it was like one fucking chapter was like took me like a whole day. Crazy, but at least I got it out of my system. Say I wrote my first book. And then it ended up being a bestseller thanks to you guys. And I do appreciate, like, that's the thing. Like, I talk my shit, but I really do appreciate, like, I value you guys' support, like, for real. Because I remember what it was like just to get to the position where I am now. And just to have 7 people, however many out here, you know, value that shit, bro. That's why I try to bring it. Like, you notice, bro, I every live, bro, I bring it. I talk like there's a million people listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. I just feel like if you do your best at something, then everything will take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? You show me fantasy is more than just drafting players. You got to go deep. It's true, bro. So deep, dude. So deep. I dig so deep. Why do you think I got Ty Johnson on my – Ty Johnson's been on my bench. Dude, when was this draft? I had him in Dynasty forever ago because I make sure that every rock is unturned. And that's why you're going to probably hear me say this name a lot. Here's the trick, guys. Get the backup running backs to the dope systems. It's really that simple, dude. Matt LaFleur, Atlanta was top 5 rushing when he was the quarterbacks coach there. He's from the Shanahan tree. Mike Shanahan, when they had RG3, top 5 rushing. Tennessee, top 10 rushing. Deion Lewis, 59 receptions. The year before that, he was with the Rams, top 10 rushing. What do you think Green Bay is going to be? Top 10 rushing. That's what Matt LaFleur does. He runs his own scheme. He uses the running backs in the passing game. So here's the trick. You want the running back that the running guru picked. Who did Matt LaFleur pick? He already had Aaron Jones. He already had bum-ass Jamal Williams, who can't even average more than 3.7 yards per carry. But he picked Dexter Williams. We're gonna get into some shit. So here's a trick too. Here's a little ninja trick. It might sound a little suspect, but ride with me. Look at a running back's legs. True story. Look at a running back's legs. Look at quads, quad. Look at Chubb's quad. Look at Montgomery's quads. A running back's quads will give you a good indication of how successful and how durable he'll be. I promise you. It sounds crazy. But look at Dexter Williams' quads. They're able to push the line forward. They're able to move their feet. Players with skinnier legs and skinnier quads and taller players, they're more injured. These players that are low to the ground, it's very hard to get a good hit on them. And because they have so much stability from the floor down, that they're a lot more durable. I'm glad, Bird. So those are little tricks, guys. So yes. So what you need to do, and I talk about this in my book, I say find the offensive systems. Like, a lot of people, it's really not, like, I've got this down to a science, but it's took 20 years for me to get this. But I say talent over everything, but really it's almost like system over everything. Because you want as many players in the right system. Of course, you have to know the right systems. You have to know that David LaFleur or Matt LaFleur is a running backs guru. You have to know this. You have to research it, which I've done, obviously. But once you know the systems, guys, Aaron Jones is an injury-prone running back. As much as I love Aaron Jones, I'll take him all day in the 3rd round because he's worth the risk. If he's healthy, he's a top 5 back. Maybe top 6, maybe top 7, definitely top 10. Everybody's a crapshoot. Past the first 2 rounds, everybody's a crapshoot. There's not much difference, especially once you hit the 4th round, guys. Is there really that big a difference, or 5th round and the 9th round? Like, MVS can conceivably be better than Amari Cooper. Crazy as it sounds, it's possible. So there's really not that much difference between the 4th round and the 8th round. Where am I going with this? Oh, so yeah, you got to take your risk. But if you grab Alexander Madison, Damian Harris, Darwin Thompson, you know what I'm saying? Grab those guys who come from systems where it doesn't matter. It's plug and play. That's why I like Henderson. Same thing. Snell and Justice Hill, you're absolutely right. Although Snell's a little harder because there's another guy, he's like the 3rd level, you know what I'm saying? So I like Snell a little bit less. Justice Hill, I don't think he'll ever be a 3-down back. But I think he'll be relevant with or without. That's the thing about Justice Hill. Like, Mark Ingram could be healthy all year. I still think Justice Hill will get some plays. So Justice Hill is built. He's one of those guys. I wouldn't overreach for him. If he falls to you, I think it's worth the 11th round gamble. But the only reason, ability-wise, Justice Hill is amazing. But he does, because those speed guys, he doesn't have the big tree trunk legs. He's super fast. Those guys, those hamstrings pop easy. So that's the only thing about Hill. Gus Edwards is a beast. I don't know about that. Agangwale is my sleeper too. Nah, I'm not sold on him. That guy's nah. That guy, he's small too. He ain't nobody. What I do? And who's in the Facebook group? Anybody's in the Facebook group? Because I'm gonna announce the first best ball league. I think I'm gonna do that early this week. Do it in the Facebook group. See, what is this? Fantasy Football Nation. He's cool, but his predictions be crazy. Predicting Robert Woods or bust. Robert Woods is about as safe as you can get. I like Robert Woods. Best back in Tampa, I think, and Bruce. Yeah, that guy, I don't know about him. He's small. I looked him up, but let me see what's up with Tampa. Is Bruce playing? Guandale. That's why you're saying that? He looked good. He's got over 4 yards of carry, and he scored a touchdown, I see. Fuck, Bruce Anderson's not even playing. That's bad news. He might get dropped, low-key. Maybe I'll pick up a Gondole. I mean, if you think about it, he doesn't have much competition. Fuck. Bruce has done nothing all preseason. Bro, it's the first game. He ain't even in the game yet. Yeah, Barber, bro. I think Barber. I don't think Barber sucks. I think Rojo sucks. I don't think Barber sucks. I think Barber's gotten a really bad rap. I don't think he's that bad. They had a bad offensive line too. Bruce Anderson. Let's see. I want to see this guy. Damn, I can't even say this motherfucker's name. Agumbuwale. You see, this is the thing. Yeah, you see, I don't like players like this. He could be a pass catching back. If he gets a pass catching back, then. But 5'11", 205 pounds. He's not a big guy. He's small. He's already 25. So you're 25, you still haven't done shit. That's a red flag. 5'11", 205, doesn't have a prototypical body type. See, I factor in all this stuff. So he could be maybe like a scat back type. I don't know if he's got good hands. I think he does. I think he was in special teams, so I think he did returns. Let's dig. See, I'm showing y'all how my thought process is when I evaluate players. I'm like a scout, like for real. I look at everything. Let's look. Let's see what I go. The first place I go is player profiler. So I'll put the player's name and I'll put player profiler. It'll tell me their 40 time, their agility, their burst, their weight, their BMI. It tells me everything. That's the first place I go. And then I'll look at their highlights, see if there's anything that stands out. Yeah, so that will do it. That will if a player fucks you, it kind of leaves you scarred. So I feel you. James White, I think he's a great value. James White is one of those like picks that aren't very sexy. They're kind of boring, but at the same time, like he does his job. Like he's gonna earn his keep. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna earn his value. So yeah. How big was Priest Holmes? Priest Holmes was pretty big, wasn't he? I think Priest Holmes was a bigger back, right? If I remember correctly. Let's look it up. Oh. Well, he was short, but he was pretty stocky because he's 5'9", 213. So to put that in perspective, this guy's 5'11", 2 inches taller, and 10 pounds lighter. So, yeah. Yeah, because I remember Priest Holmes being a little thick. They used to pound him, boy. Damn, they did they did Bruce Anderson dirty. They don't even put Bruce Anderson's picture. Oh shit. He probably ain't even gonna make the team. Fuck. See, but I get excited. At least I could cut him. I'd rather just know because there's players right now. I want to pick up Dexter Williams. I want to pick up Jacoby Myers. So if Bruce Anderson's gonna suck, let me know he sucks now so I could cut him and pick up someone else. I don't mind. I don't get attached to these players, man. You can't. You can't beat yourself up. Where we took Bruce Anderson, he was worth it. If he doesn't pan out, we got him in the 11th round. Who are we going to get? You know what I'm saying? There was no Justice Hill. There was none of those guys. We'll get another potential, breakout guy like Dexter Williams or someone else, Yeah, Holmes was a fucking monster. Fantasy-wise, Dare Agun. Well, one thing's going for Dare Agun, whatever his name is his sister was the Rookie of the Year in the WNBA. Agumbawale. I heard about African players in the NBA. I haven't heard about African players in the NFL. We shall see. You played for Nebraska? No, Wisconsin. Oh, his birthday's close to mine. Well, that's a good sign. All right, so let's go to player profile. That's why I said Uguabale. So you're comparing Uguabale, whatever his name is, to Priest Holmes. Yeah, he's slow. Yeah, his metrics aren't very good. They compare him to Travis Cadet. Not the best comparison. Yeah, his metrics ain't there. That's for sure. Actually, have I looked at Bruce Anderson's? I probably have, but I don't remember. Let's look at his player profiler. Zach Gentry will be a great streamer if McDonald's goes down. Yeah, I don't know about that. The Steelers rarely feature the tight end. Actually, Bruce Anderson's metrics are pretty bad too. Shit. They're even worse. But if he could catch the football, that changes everything. I want to see this guy play. He had a nice play. Nah, not impressed. I saw his touchdown. It wasn't nothing crazy. He had a nice block. He doesn't look very fast though, which his 40 time dictates that. So yeah, I don't know about this guy. It's a Gunwale. Nobody I'll be targeting just yet, but damn. Bruce, when you getting in the game? We need you. We need you, Bruce. It's about to be the fourth quarter. It is the fourth quarter. Still no sign of Bruce. Fuck my life. Let's see if I can pull this game out. Snell, 20-yard reception. Word. I didn't know he'd be getting receptions like that.
And this is a real person named Mackenzie Book. Hi, I'm MacBook. So, Mac, which laptop lasts longer? Said this laptop lasts longer. Interesting. And which one's faster? This one's faster. Really?
Oh.
Which one has a better
We got the trolls.
Oh, right. Macs don't have touchscreen.
What up, trolls?
Trust me, I'm MacBook. Well, there you have it. MacBook says get a Surface.
Tim Biancatuca, that played for. Oh yeah, I remember him. He was good. He was a pass catching back.
Even with the right way,
We're pretty different.
Oh shit!
Verizon knows everyone in your family is different.
There are so many of us.
You hate that commercial. The one I'm watching?
Lets everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
You hear it on my phone?
This is my office.
And now with more plans, everyone gets what they need without.
Who did any of the Redskins receivers do anything? I forgot. They had quite a few rookies I was interested in.
The network more people rely on gives you more.
I mean, if you haven't thought about switching to Geico, frankly, you're missing out.
Your marshmallows.
The mobile app makes it easy to manage your policy. Even file. Whoa. Oh, my bad.
Geico. Football's the greatest reality.
Oh, word.
Show.
You're watching the same thing?
Hold
up. Super Bowl champions, Hall of Famers. It's a unique experience for our fans. It's a perfect name, total access, because that's what you get.
Ryan Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
So I'm working with that NFL. I got to when you roll legal excuses about the system, it matters. Brought to you by EA Sports. Feel like an NFL superstar in Madden.
Yeah, McLaurin. Did he do anything? Giuseppe, he ain't nobody.
We are back at Heinz Field. These people are tweeting their response right now. A player to watch.
But I mean, that's the guy that was homeless, right? I mean, he had a nice, like, it's a feel good story. I shouldn't say he's nobody because that was kind of fucked up. I'm talking about fantasy wise.
Starting the fourth quarter. Devlin Hodges, handoff. Benny Snell.
Oh, Benny Snell's playing.
Just a couple. Having to join us a little late. Tampa Bay dominated the first quarter. Jameis Winston was in the game. Touchdown to Godwin to make it 7-zip. Steelers got on the board. Boswell, 33-yard field goal. Yes, the kickers have been good tonight. Continues what's happened in St. Vincent. Mason Rudolph. James Washington. He's had a big night. That made it 10-7. Boswell has another field goal.
Yeah, Redskins suck.
That opportunity with a strip sack. Now Stepper Hodges. Looking for the end zone and finding that's a touchdown right there.
Touchdown, Steelers. Even with guys, man, that offensive line is going to be in trouble.
Devlin Hodges. Very aware of what was going on there. We've been talking about Tevin Jones. He was good last year. Picks up right
Trent Williams. How often are you doing lives on YouTube? As much as I can. Probably like, I don't know, before every game probably, for sure.
Gerald Hawkins, number 65, made a nice block to allow some extra time.
Yes, sir. So you guys think Bruce Anderson? Bucks got the ball now. Is Bruce finally going to get his chance? The world wants to know.
smiles on their faces now, leading 27.
We're pretty different.
I'm nervous. I want to see Bruce, man.
Knows everyone in your family is
I want to see him just light it up.
I can't breathe in this thing. With a vacuum.
I just saw a funny ass fucking video about AB. You guys, Birdman for sure knows. You know Spaceballs, Birdman? Check the chat. I think it's the chat. I think it's the chat you're in. Shit's funny as fuck. Fuck my life. Fucking AB, bro. That's why I told y'all. Y'all notice I never mentioned AB. There's a reason why I didn't mention AB, bro. The times I did mention when people asked, I was like, chill. I actually am. I am selling merch, bro. I'm selling everything. I'm selling shirts, caps. I'm gonna try to get I'm just broke, bro. I have so many ideas, but you need money. That's the thing. Like, you need money to make money. So, but yeah, bro, I'm gonna make all my catchphrases into shirts. Like, it's gonna be dope. Like, it's gonna be shit that, cause okay, I'm like, real talk, I'm a perfectionist. Like, I don't want merch. Like, the fantasy football rapper shirts are cool, but I kind of want merch that like is just cool to wear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talent over everything, like age before beauty, and make that shit dope. So it's like something you would wear. Like, of course, I'd want you guys to wear my shirt and with my logo and things like that. But I want everybody to wear it just because it's a cool shirt, not even just because you're trying to support. So I want to try to get like shirts designed specifically like talent over everything, age before beauty, all my little catchphrases and stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. Three-headed monster. There you go. Like, do a dope design that has like 3 heads, like football monsters or something. Like, make that shit like fucking official. So I want to get with like a good graphic designer, and then I'll start selling that, and then I'll sell my t-shirts. Like, I like my logo a lot on the hoodies. I think they look really good. The t-shirts look pretty solid too, actually. But this way, like, even if you don't want to just rep fantasy football rapper, you can, you know, rep fantasy football gear. You know what I'm saying? So got plans, man. Little by little. It takes a while, bro. It takes time, it takes money, it takes effort. Like, I want to get the book done. Now's the website. Then once I get the website, probably merch will be one of the next things that I get. You gonna cop a shirt, Leroy? Repping the rapper. That's what's up. But yeah, I have had quite a few people ask me about that. So it is cool to hear people actually want to buy your stuff and you haven't even, you know, talked about selling it. So that's cool. I do appreciate that. Don't be a collector's item. Never know, bro. Leroy, how come you're not popping up in my I don't see you on my followers in Instagram. What's the site for it? The site is fantasyfootballrapper.com, but it's not up yet. It should be up within the next couple days.
Continue to look at it. It's taken quite a while. So the hammer ankle's available to them now. Sideline. Green Hill has been a busy man tonight. Seen a lot of
For real?
flags flying all over the place.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Interference challenge. Goes uphill.
That's the angle we get.
You a ghost follower? It's weird. Leroy06. I also have you on Twitter. Yeah, but is that where you found me on Twitter or Instagram? Yeah, bro. You're not following me on Instagram. That's weird. No wonder I know my supporters pretty well, bro. I have a good memory. Maybe I don't remember your name and shit, but oh wait, Leroy06. Oh yeah, that's you, man. Of course, yeah. You're in my Insta lives a lot too. Okay, I don't know why. Yeah, I know who you are. Dope. All right, is fucking Bruce Anderson in the game or what?
Points. Remember, they went for 2 earlier and missed. Right, finding Wilson. Wilson trying to come in. Just a nice triple play, finished him off.
Wire to wire. He started this football weekend. He's still in here in the fourth quarter. There were some injuries at the cornerback position throughout training camp. They want to see this guy continue to play because they want him to be part of that rotation.
See Ulysses Gilbert at number 54.
The fuck? All right, I'm gonna end this live. Thanks for chilling. It's been 2 hours. Wow. And until next time, maybe I'll go on again tomorrow because there's more games tomorrow. So every time there's a game, I like going live because there's always lots to talk about. So yeah, guys, holler at me tomorrow. Thanks for showing up. Good luck. If you got some drafts, holler.